Alright guys, let's make a YouTube video. Contrary to popular belief, I have not retired from YouTube. I was just on hiatus. I made a bunch of videos, I just haven't posted any of them because I just thought they were terrible. And I say fucking so much, I can't even help myself. It's like a nervous tick that I don't know, I rewatch videos and I say fucking 50 times in it. I'm like, what is wrong with me? That's terrible. I have no idea. I didn't know I cuss so much. It's embarrassing. It's a problem. So yeah, I'm gonna put some more Nick Cage in your YouTube feed. You're welcome. And let's just get right into this. I had the weirdest encounter at a dumpster. I don't like to engage in conversations at dumpsters because, like, they stink. There's, like, always, like, a random, like, sketchy raccoon and, like, flies. And I don't know about you, but every time I go to the dumpster, there's, like, a banana peel. Like, 18 inches away from the dumpster. Like, you couldn't just put the banana peel into the dumpster? It's literally right there. And, like, I'll see other stuff, too, like a beer can or, like, a Burger King wrapper. But for some reason, it's the banana peel that just, like, irritates me. Like, who's eating a banana by the dumpster and then just like, I'll just throw this here instead of in the receptacle for garbage. The fucking banana, it's always there. It seems like every time I go to the dumpster, it's like, don't look at me, banana peel. So anyway, taking my garbage to the dumpster, and like I said, engaged in a conversation with a stranger. It was super weird. And we started talking about video games. He like saw that I had like a GameStop bag that was like full of like other garbage, and I was like putting it in there. And this conversation kind of goes, "Oh, you like video games? I have video games. Do you want my video game stuff? I have like a box of video game stuff that you can have." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Like that's cool." He's like, "Some Wii stuff, some Xbox stuff." I'm like, it's going to be a box of garbage. It's going to be a big box of garbage, and I'm going to have to end up putting it back into this dumpster. But then it's like, do I say no? Like, no, I don't want your free stuff. You're, like, being nice to me, and this is really weird, and I don't know you. And then I'm like, if I say yes, do I, like, owe you something? Like, is it going to be, like, that type of thing? Or are you going to, like, want to come over and, like, drink my ginger ale and, like, you know what I mean? Like, have forced conversations. Like, where is this going? What is this? If I accept this gift, what are the consequences? And I nervously say, "Yeah, I'll take your box of stuff." So we like meet, and he like gives me the box, and the first thing I think is like, this is a really heavy fucking box. This is the type of box your back noticed when you pick it up. I was like, wasn't expecting all that. It was really more of a tote than a box, like a plastic tote. So, like, thank him. I'm like, please, like, don't, like, come knock on my apartment door or something. You know what I mean? Whatever. So, I'm going to show you what was in the box. Most of it. Some of the games I, like, were just empty cases, so I just threw them away because they were, like, boring, like Need for Speed and, like, Devil May Cry for PS2. Just, like, random greatest hit stuff that I was like, I don't really need this. But there was a ton of guides in the box. That's why it was so heavy. So, I'm going to go through the guides. Some of the guides are crap. Some of them are cool. Whatever. First, we got World of Warcraft. I don't play the Warcraft. That's like level 10 nerd shit. Like, nerd to the 10th power. Like, you know all the Star Trek quotes. You have a Boba Fett toothbrush. I don't do all that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of a nerd. Like, whatever. But I'm not this type of nerd. I'm not like a Warcrafting nerd. So here's like, I just keep coming. 3 Warcraft guides. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I'll probably end up throwing them away. But then I'm like, if I throw them away, then I have to go to, like, another dumpster. I have to go to, like, a dumpster across town, because if this guy, like, happens to see the Warcraft guides in the dumpster, he's going to be like, oh, so you just throw away the video game stuff I gave you? Like, you're a jerk. So I'm going to go, like, maybe across town, put it in a different dumpster, and maybe see if they have a banana peel outside their dumpster. Another, like, Rainbow Vegas 2 Clancy War. I don't know what that is. I don't play that. But then there's, like, some pretty good ones. And all these guides are, like, they come with all the stuff that they normally came with. Most of them are in pretty decent shape. We got Fallout 3. This guide is huge. Look at this thing. That's ridiculous. Who reads all that? Oblivion, another. That's a big guide too. The Shivering Isles, Elder Scrolls 4. I didn't know they made like a separate guide. Like, why not just put out like one complete guide? Oh, I guess they put them out when the game comes. I just answered my own question. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. I do not like this game. I don't like it at all. I haven't played the newest Star Ocean. This made me really not even want to bother. This is obviously for the 360 version, but as a Star Ocean fan in general, I think this is kind of cool because there is like a lot of like decent art and stuff in here. I don't know. I'm compelled to keep this as a fan of Star Ocean. I'm not keeping all of these, obviously, but I'm going to keep most of them. Metal Gear Solid 2. Love this game. Again, this has some fantastic art in it. One that I was thrilled to see. I mean, I knew like maybe 2 people that bought this game when it was a new release. I don't know anybody that bought the guide. I didn't even know a guide existed for this game. I guess like back in the day there was a guide for everything basically, but still, I never saw anybody with the Mistwalker Classic Blue Dragon. That's a cool guide. I was pretty stoked about that. And again, there's some great artwork in here. This one's in really good condition, so yeah, I was thrilled about that. Another one I was really happy about, Final Fantasy IV. This, of course, being for the DS release, which is a great version of that game. So I was really happy about that as well. This one's still sealed. We got Condemned 2 Bloodshot, probably the thinnest guide in the bunch. I'm a fan of Condemned. Again, really stoked to see that. Silent Hill Origins. Again, anything Silent Hill, I'm thrilled about. I was really excited to see that, even though it's not the greatest Silent Hill game in the world. And the one I was the most excited to see, hands down, it also happens to be in the worst shape, but it doesn't really matter just because I was just thrilled to have it. It is the Double Jump edition of SMT Devil Summoner. So really cool. I've never really seen this guide. I mean, you can get it on eBay pretty cheap or whatever, but it's definitely cool to have. I happen to actually enjoy the Devil Summoner game, so I was really happy about that. And then probably the best one of the bunch. Oh, I don't know. For me, the best one's really like the Devil Summoner and the Blue Dragon, and even the Final Fantasy IV. Just because I'm not a huge Final Fantasy guy, but I like Final Fantasy. I like that version, the DS version of Final Fantasy IV. Anyway, there was a sealed Zelda Phantom Hourglass, like hardbound collector guide here, whatever it's called, and this is obviously sealed, so it has the poster and everything. This game is dookie. This is such a booty game. This is probably one of the worst Zelda games ever. But I have a bunch of these, Zelda guides. So, it's cool to have it, I guess, even though I think the game is absolute trash. And now, when I saw the guides, well, I was hoping that there would be a lot of the games for these guides, but there wasn't, which was weird, because there was no games to match any of these guides. Does that make any sense? So I guess this is probably what was left of somebody's video game collection, or just the stuff they didn't want anymore. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. I don't really care. But it wasn't garbage. That's kind of the point here. It wasn't all garbage. So what do we get? We got Tekken 5. I love Tekken, so this is an upgrade. My copy was beat down. It was my original copy from years ago, so really thrilled with that. Ninja Gaiden, great game. Jade Empire, limited edition, and I mean all these games are in pretty great shape. Really, they're all complete. Good condition. Just some of the cases are just scuffed up from shelfware or whatever, but overall, good stuff, man. Really thrilled. 2 copies of New Super Mario Brothers. I don't want my copy of this game that I already had, so these are going to get traded into GameStop. I think these trade in pretty well. Just put them towards, a new release or whatever. But I don't need these. Maybe I'll sell them on eBay. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. 2 copies. Why did you have 2 copies of the game? This game sucks. I hate this game. Kingdom of Fire: Circle of Doom. I know nothing about this game. Is this game good? I didn't even know this game existed. This game, there's a little water damage. It's kind of wrinkled, which really bothers me. My OCD, even though it was a free game, it was a dumpster game. I don't know. It still really bothers me. If this game is worth playing and having a decent copy of, let me know. I mean, otherwise it's in good shape with the exception of it looks like it just got wet or something. Phantasy Star Universe. This game sucks, but it was like one of the only Phantasy Star games that I didn't have, so pad out the Phantasy Star collection. We've got Enchanted Arms from Software RPG, published by Ubisoft. I always wanted to get this game. I kind of envisioned myself getting it on the PS3 if I did ever get it. Maybe I'll just see what it's all about, and if I, for some reason really like it or something, maybe I'll just pick it up on the PS3. I don't know why I decided to open that one. Donkey Kong Returns. Really happy to get this. I had a copy. It, walked off. Where'd my copy go? I don't know. I know I had it, because I love this game. I mean, super frustrated with it, and, throwing the Wiimote across the room. But, yeah, really happy to get it back. So that was really cool. That was probably the game I was the most excited about. Punch-Out Nintendo Selects version there. And this is the one. I don't want to say this game pissed me off, because it was really cool to get this game, but I just fucking bought this game, I don't know, a month before, 2 months before or something. Forever Kingdom for the PS2, which is an Age-Tech game. But here's the weird thing. Look right here. See how that's, green? I was like, oh, that's a weird, sun fade or something. I don't know how that would happen, just this one corner. And then I checked it against, my copy, and that's definitely, some kind of discoloring. So that was, really weird. But this is a cool game. If you guys have never heard of this one, it's pretty decent. Not one I ever hear anybody talk about, but, Age-Tech, good stuff. So that was all the weird tote from the strange guy. Oops. That went on way too long. That was supposed to be the short part of the video. I gotta fly through this stuff. I got a Saturn game. I don't get a lot of Saturn games because they're a fortune, but I picked up Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge on the Saturn. I freaking love this game. It looks amazing on the Saturn. Such good graphics. Look at this cheese boat right here. Galleon, an Atlas game on the original Xbox. This thing is sailing the seas of cheese. I think it is a pirate-themed romance. It literally says romance on the case. This is going to be a treat. Looking forward to that. Deadfall Adventures on the 360. This game is just going up in value. I got lucky and came across a copy at GameStop and just snagged it because it just is going up and up and up, and I don't really know why. It looks like a really niche, Uncharted, Me Too type game for the 360 that nobody cared about and nobody played. But, I did hear good things, so I was really excited to finally get that, even though I don't really like Uncharted. I don't know, I just wanted it because it was, the weird, red-headed stepchild on the 360. I got some GameCube games. I never get GameCube games. Rave Master. What is this about? Tell me this is the weirdest game. Konami published. I have never heard of this game. I don't know anything about it. I just saw it at my local game store. It was really cheap. So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll pick it up. It was in good shape, complete, and I've never seen it before, and I've never heard anybody talk about it. So it's probably terrible. I really haven't even looked anything up on it because, I don't know. It was whatever. Impulse buy. It was a couple bucks. Curiosity. Upgraded from my PS2 copy of these games to the GameCube, and that is the Beautiful Joe games, at least the good ones. So we got 1 and 2. Really cool Capcom games. Had to have them. Used to have them on the PS2, really wanted them on the GameCube. Now I just need to get Killer 7 on the GameCube. That's another one, I've just had on PS2. I'd like to get that on the GameCube. Got a couple Wii games. Not a lot of Wii games I'm really looking for anymore. This one is one I've been looking for, so I was really stoked to get this Hysteria Hospital Emergency Ward. Why would you want this game? This is shovelware. Obvious shovelware. There's a little game on the PS1 called Theme Hospital that is awesome, and I still need a copy of. We used to have it as kids, or rent it, or something. For some reason we played it as kids. I'm not sure if we owned it or rented it, but it was the fucking coolest. And this game kind of reminded me of that game, so I just wanted to pick it up, and it's really cheap. So it's probably nowhere near as cool, but I don't know, it kind of gave me that vibe. Secret Files, some word I can't say. This is published by Deep Silver. Just a game that I've been on the hunt for, can't find it anywhere, and just ended up ordering a copy off Amazon. I think it was, $10 or something. What else do we got? Little Nightmares. This game looks really cool. Gonna play this with one of my friends who's into horror games. Probably him and my brother and I are probably gonna knock this game out in like one sitting. I think it's like 3 hours or 4 hours long or something. Came with this pretty cool edition. Got this under retail on eBay, so that was pretty sweet considering it like just came out. And this is one I waited to pick up. I love Wartech on the 360. This is more of the same. Toho Genso Rondo Bullet Ballet. Got this, I think, $20 shipped. So I just waited for the price to go down. I'm glad I waited because this was one that I initially had pre-ordered on Amazon and then canceled my pre-order thinking this game is going to just sink in value exponentially, and it did. So it's a little damaged, in the corners, a little beat up, but for the price, whatever. Now let's see. Got some PS1 stuff here. Don't pick up a lot of PS1 stuff anymore. Do have a couple of grails for the PS1. This isn't it. Sayako Journey West or something. Koi strategy RPG. I don't know anything about this game. Just picked it up at the local for $12.99. Completely, impulsively. It's a game that I wanted. I don't even know if $12.99 is really a good price for it, but I wanted it, so I grabbed it. Got both the Dracula games. We got the Resurrection and the Last Sanctuary. Used to have these games as a kid. Well, I had this one. Rented this one. Not very good, but I really wanted them because there's a lot of nostalgia here, a lot of frustration, a lot of hours trying to beat this game. Got both of them on eBay. They're super cheap games. They're just, you never see them at the stores. I never see those games. Now for the grails. First we have one of my favorite movie adaptations, The City of Lost Children. Very, very obscure game, very hard to find. Not sure if I've shown this or not, but if I have, I'm sorry. It's worth showing twice. Super, super happy to have picked this up. And if you've never seen the movie, the 20th anniversary edition is out. Great, great movie. The special features are kind of lacking on this, which is a bit of a disappointment. But this is not a Blu-ray video. And from Bub's R-Type Delta, he found this, had a dupe of it, hooked me up with a great price on this, so shout out to Bubs for the hookup. Fantastic game, but it's so hard. This game is brutal. So brutal, but really happy to have it. Agetec R-Type shooter, PS1. Perfect storm of awesome. Let's see. Got some River City Ransom stuff for the collection. First, we got River City Super Sports Challenge on the DS. I really need the River City Soccer Hooligans case and manual. I have the game. I can't find the case and manual anywhere, and that game is going up and up and up, and it's getting more than I will pay for it at this point. Also picked up River City Ransom EX on the Advance. Awesome, awesome game. Super happy to finally get that. I've been waiting to get that for a while. Just waiting for the right price. Got some modern stuff for the Vita here. Curses and Chaos. This game is fucking bullshit. I hate this game. This is a limited run game. This I totally thought was going to be like a side-scrolling beat 'em up. This is like a single screen beat 'em up. I hate it. I think this game is horrendous. Ray Gigagant or something. Thought this was going to be a sweet RPG. Super boring. Fall asleep playing this game. I thought it was terrible. Could not get into it. I put maybe an hour and a half into it and fell asleep countless times trying to play it. I don't know. Maybe it's good. If this game's good and worth playing through, let me know. I just cannot get into it. These just came in the mail today. We got Mutant Mud Super Challenge and Mutant Muds Deluxe. Huge fan of Renegade Kid, so really, really happy to get these. Thrilled that these got a physical edition. Super Challenge is probably way too hard for me, but just wanted to get the pair. So shout out Renegade Kid. Asbreed, awesome shooter for the PS4. Highly recommended. Probably the best release from limited run games outside of the shooter that they just put out that was ridiculously expensive and they didn't have any of the DLC included, even though it was full price. Darius, whatever. That's bullshit. I didn't buy into that just because I thought it was bullshit. I already had the Japanese version for the Vita anyway. Silver Age, got the collector's edition. Came with a big box. I would get up and get it, but I'm not wearing pants. Suda51 game. Really happy this finally came out on a physical medium. Also got it for the PC, but whatever. Stardew Valley, awesome game. Absolutely love it. Sinking a lot of time into this. Probably my favorite game I've played this year. Outlast Trinity, gonna play this with my brother and one of my friends, and we're just gonna get the shit scared out of us, basically. Looking forward to that. Hyper Light Drifter, fantastic game. Highly, highly recommended. Play this game. This game really, really made a mark on me. I still haven't beat it, but awesome. Awesome game. I also got Persona 5, but I mean, everybody fucking bought that game, so I don't need to show that. Fire Emblem Echoes. This was the one, again, from the Collector's Edition. Does the Standard Edition have reversible cover art? I don't know. I haven't opened this yet because I haven't started playing it because I'm playing Fantasy Life. This isn't a new release, but I have put an embarrassing amount of hours into this game over the past couple weeks. When I first bought this game, I didn't like it, and now I'm just for some reason start playing it again because Stardew Valley, I think. And now I am like hooked on this game. I love this game. This game and Stardew Valley is basically what I've been playing. That's it.